It's night number 2 of the Queensland Sprint Car Title here at Hi-Tec Oils Toowoomba Speedway, and if you missed night number 1, you missed a lot. The track was super fast.
Down the back chute, McHugh, quick time, 10.819.
There was plenty of fierce racing.
Roski, oh, that was close. Hallett grabs the brake and Goodyear comes in and Goodyear takes 2. Ryan Newton through to position 4. Here comes John Goodyear. He might steal this.
And the feature finished in a very dramatic way.
McHugh's left rear is flat. McHugh, vulnerable. And there goes fire. McHugh's blown the left rear. One run. Goodyear, home and hose from here. Morosky second. Ryan Newton into 3rd position.
For tonight, we've got GoPros on Cody Morosky's car, Brock Hallett's car, and also young gun Ryan Newton. Cody ran 2nd last night, but is on top of the points by a long way. Ryan Newton is 3rd on points after a strong finish, finishing 3rd last night. And this year's classic champion Brock Hallett is currently 6th on points after competing for the win late in last night's feature before spinning to miss another car.
Turn 4! And Hallett turns the car around. Oh my!
There's a bunch of other fast guys here this weekend, like Lockie McHugh, who was leading late last night before shredding a left rear tyre after it went flat. There's also Luke Oldfield, who's a little bit deeper in the field. He's the defending Queensland Sprint Car Title champion. And there's plenty of other fast guys. Should be an awesome night of racing. Let's see what happens. So the drives and teams have just come in from hot laps, and the track is a lot slower tonight. It's over a second slower compared to last night in hot laps. So they would be making a lot of changes, like changing the wicker bill, probably putting a bigger left rear on, maybe moving the right rear wheel in. A lot of changes to really try and adapt to the racetrack and the way it is tonight. A lot slicker and a lot slower. So we're about to go out for the first round of heats where the guys that are up high in points are inverted. They're starting a little bit deep. We've got a camera for this first heat on Brock Hallett's car, who's out of 5, and also a camera on Cody Morosky, and then we'll go through the other heats as well. Should be fun to watch.
The top pointsman doesn't need to do a lot here, to be honest. He's around the outside of Lambert. Slide jumps Peacock for 4th. Oh. Peacock stays in it and drives back around the outside of him.
So I ran half the race until that restart, and then like, why am I so fucking shit? Probably because I got no fuel in the motor. But I think we're just a little too free still.
Just finished the first heat race. We're out on the infield right now, obviously, but the track, the cars for the second heat race have just stopped on track because of the sun over there in turn number 3. It's really difficult to see. I remember from racing here myself, driving down the back straight and entering turn 3 here at Toowoomba, you really can't see it all. So I'm not surprised that I think they've asked the drivers what do they think, and the drivers have kind of made a unanimous decision to all stop on track and just wait for the sun to go down a bit, because really it is that bad. So you got to remember, drivers are trying to look through a scratched visor. You've got tear-offs, maybe 10 or 20 on there. You've got a rock screen, and now they're putting a little bit of tape on the rock screen there just to try and block out the sun a little bit as a bit of a visor, but it's still very, very difficult to see. So just a little bit of a delay here for heat race number 2.
Come on, bro. Right. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2
move to the inside for P2. Corbett gets in hot. Adard goes around and will go yellow.
First round of heat race, the track's gone away a little bit. I did hear just over the radio now that they're going to do some track prep, try and bring in the bottom a little bit. This track reminds me a lot about Perth Motorplex, because Perth is right around the top all the time and you're trying to be on the top the entire time. And if you had to slide someone, you need to do it nice and early so you don't get your momentum balked by being up behind a car too close. So really exciting racing right now, but looking forward to seeing them work the bottom in just a minute, and we'll see what we got for later on.
Sprint cars heat 10, front double grid please. Sprint cars heat 10, front double grid. Sprint cars heat 11. So get ready please.
Last heat, see the lead moving. Queensland title is go. Wow. And Newton got a gift through the middle. And you got to make it count when you get it. And Newton is up in a position 4.
Take that, Threesy slides up in front of Jesse Adard. And the race leader is Dave Fanning right now. Jesse Adard slides back to position 3. We're busy further back with Iverson.
Oh no, Kevin Titman in late. Number 43 of Dave Fanning has to hold off one of the hottest young guns in the country right now. And Newton under big pressure straight away. Look at him throw the slider on. Come on.
Wow. And he's going to go back at Fenner, who just got him back. So Adard slides. We'll just go 3 wide down the main straight. Everyone gets out of it. Gets a little steady. And we'll just talk and watch absolute ridiculous sprint car racing at Hi-Tec Oils Toowoomba Speedway. Look at Newton, just stays on it on the outside. Iverson had a little moment, and Ryan Newton, bye, see ya, I got this from here. And there's 1 lap remaining here. Ryan Newton through 3 and 4 for the final time. He wins the final heat race of the weekend by a big margin over Lockie McHugh.
Right, so that's the end of the heat races. They worked the bottom, but the top was still the place to be, really. Just too much momentum right now to stay on the bottom, but we did see Lockie McHugh touch on the bottom and got a bit of drive out there. I think he got by Oldfield that way, so yeah, there's a real racetrack out there right now. It's going to be really intense. It was only a 20-lap feature last night, 35 laps tonight. Can't wait to see him get stuck into traffic, move around, and there's going to be plenty of action.
Four cars down the racetrack right now, one of the 3 biggest races in the country this season.
Yeah.
Talent.
Talent indeed. It's here in Toowoomba. Morosky, Goodger, Hallett and Newton. Newton looks really good. He might go front row here. The kid's a jet. Wins the gold shootout and will start from pole position. Ryan Newton will start on the front row with him. Morosky and Hallett off the second row. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jock Goodger.
That is the shootout. Jock, who won last night, was really impressive. One thing I noticed between him and the other guy, Ryan Newton, the 66 car that we've got a GoPro on, those cars were so straight in the middle of the corner and they were blowing the least amount of dust compared to the other guys. It was good to see Hallett move forward. I thought Luke Oldfield did a good job to move forward a few spots. Surprised to see Lockie McHugh. I think he's going to start a little further back than what we expected, but especially coming through here in 3 and 4, their cars nice and straight, not blowing dust, not drifting up the track, not rotating too much. And when the times are so close, you know, doing something like that is only a 10th quicker than everyone else, but it obviously counts. So going to be an incredible feature race, 35 laps. Jock, he's off the front. He dominated last night, especially late. I tell you what, I'd want to get out in front of him really early. Otherwise, I feel like he's going to control the race. How do you feel in those heats?
Not too bad. We just got sort of tangled up at the starts there because it's a bit of a hard track. People want to go to the bottom, people want to go to the top, but yeah, I sort of fought my way through that a little bit. Didn't really move forward, so it put me only 10th on points. So yeah, we're 10 out of the 8.
Confident for the 8?
Yeah, hopefully. I haven't really had much confidence all weekend, but yeah, I reckon A's on. What's that?
Have a go.
Yeah, I'll try.
You're back to Toowoomba for the first time since you got the A1. You like being back here?
Yeah, it's always cool to be back up here in Toowoomba. It's every time you come here you get something different, so yeah, it's cool to be back and let's see what we can do for these 35 laps ahead.
You look like you really controlled the feature race there the last few laps. Do you feel as confident tonight?
Yeah, it's just hard. You just don't know 100% what you got within your car because the track's just so different every time you go out there. But I'm confident in what we've got and what we're going to roll out with. So we'll just see if we can control the race and keep a nice steady pace, and then just obviously finish on the top step.
Were you out for the feature?
We're out of 4, so we were 6 on points leading in the shootout, so we moved up to 4th, which is good. Outside's always probably a benefit here. So yeah, we've got 35 laps to be patient and see where we end up.
You look really straight in the shootout. Didn't look like you're blowing too much dust. The car was not over-rotated. Is that something you've been working on, and are you feeling confident that you can do it for 35 laps?
Yeah, I feel really good in the car. You know, definitely with my fitness lately, I've sort of stepped it up a bit and tried to be a lot fitter. And yeah, I think, you know, we've probably changed the car a lot tonight. Every time we've gone on the track, we've had a sort of different race car, torsion bar ratio and stagger and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully we make the right decisions for the final, and yeah, if we can get ourselves on the podium or try and win the race, it's going to be a really good result.
Feeling good for the feature?
Yeah, didn't get track position again, but I mean we were half 10th off quick time in the shootout, so I mean everyone's really close. Yeah, feeling confident. I think we've tuned up the car a little bit more, and we're just too free in that shootout, and we put an American racer on, and I thought that was going to be a little bit better, but it wasn't. So yeah, starting out at P3, 35 laps, it's a fairly long distance. I feel like last night in the prelim it was only 20 laps and we got going right at the end there, and yeah, the extra just might be nice.
You've been pretty fast, but there's plenty of other fast dudes. You feeling confident going into the feature?
Yeah, we are. You know, we sort of started the weekend off pretty average. We timed 18th, I think, so it put us pretty behind on points. But we got up to 7th on points now, so we made it into the dash. Sort of worked with the car a little bit, got a bit tight. But yeah, there's plenty of fast cars, but there's 35 laps as well. I feel like we sort of got a car that we can work with. Track sort of a little bit like home. It's pretty fast at the moment, but 35 laps we can see what will happen.
You look way more confident up top. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm not one to run the bottom very well. I can do it, but I don't really like to. But yeah, I love ripping the fence and throwing sliders at people, so it is what it is.
Yeah, obviously Jock's fast and starting off the front, so he's going to have some clean air and that, and hopefully I can get past those other cars pretty quick, and he's not too far in front to be able to put a challenge up to him.
Car feels good. Just hopefully stay out of trouble and just try to go forward, I guess. Starting out at 2, so not too bad, I guess.
You're confident around the other guys you race, and the Jock controlled the race there at the end last night, and obviously you got guys like Lockie and Morochi who are always fast here. You feel like you can keep up that pace?
Oh yeah, I'm getting like, as I know, it's only my 2nd season, so it's pretty cool that I can sort of like, now that I realise like I'm as fast as them and sort of can keep up with them and race them. It's pretty cool. So we'll just see how we go in this feature tonight.
What do you feel like you need to do to beat those guys?
Oh, I don't know, just need like less errors, I guess, less mistakes would always help, because then, you know, they get out of me and then I catch them back up again a little bit and then make another mistake and they get out, where these guys just don't make mistakes. So yeah.
It's feature race time. We got some interviews with the drivers to hear what they were thinking. They all said they feel confident, but at the same time, only one can win. So I'm really excited to see what happens. I know I say that all the time, but this race I honestly can't pick who's going to win. There's over 10 cars I think that can win. It's all going to be about lap traffic. It's 35 laps. It's going to get busy. There's probably going to be some wrecks. We've got 3 GoPros on with the same guys we've been filming with all night long. It's our final night here at Toowoomba. It's nice and cold. There's plenty of crowd here. It's a good time, and it's just such a great way to finish off this whole season. And I just can't wait to see what happens. Let's get into it.
Goodyear, the Aussie champ, will start from pole. Newton beside him. Morosky and Hallett. Red Hot Summer Shootout winner and Grand Sprint Car Classic winner. McHugh. Both Queensland champions. Top 6 locked and loaded. Ryan Harris, Queensland title is set to go.
Goodyear to lead us away. And we're up and running in the Queensland title for 35 laps. Good shot, Newton. Let's see what happens. Morosky goes to the lead. What happened to Goodger then? Something happened. He was hard on the brakes, and Ryan Newton's your early leader. Not for long, because here comes Luke Oldfield. Goodger back through the middle. Morosky on the top, Helen right to the bottom. And Luke Oldfield looking to sneak to the lead on the bottom of the racetrack. Here is Lockie McHugh, goes to position 4.
We were dead set 4 wide out of turn number 2. Goodger has been absolutely belted from pillar to post. He's back to 7th, 8th position now. Goodger through the slider on Morosky. Goodger's coming in strong now, Ryan. Morosky's around in the back straight away. We're going to go yellow for the first time. Look at Goodger rip the top. He gets a big amount of momentum on the top. But Ryan Newton checks out. From Oldfield, McHugh, Goodger, Hallett, Marcus Dumsney, who's pretty good now. Has got the field ranging up Ryan. And Oldfield about to slide Newton for the lead. Oh, and Newton stays. Goodger just keeps it off the fence, and now Lockie McHugh slides Oldfield for second. Oldfield takes back 2. Oh, no, Marcus! Dumsney and Goodger came together, and Dumsney is upside down on turn number 2.
Pretty crazy night already. There's still a good 15 laps to go, so we're only 20 laps into the feature race. We've got Marcus Dumsney's just wrecked over there. On the same lap, Matt's knocked off the right rear arm. I'm not sure if that's just come loose. Cody Morosky's knocked the ladder and the shock out of the rear of his car behind us. I thought Jock, who's running 3rd or 4th right now, I thought he had a problem there with smoking after he got into the wall here on the straight just a couple of laps ago. And Brock Hallett, who was running in the top 5, I think, he's just pulled infield. He's lost the cylinder, so stuff going on everywhere. Right now, the one who's taking him to school is Ryan Newton, the teenager. He's the one dominating the race right now. But there's Luke Oldfield, who's been impressive late in this 2-night show. And also, obviously, you got Jock Goodyer and Lockie McHugh there in the top 4. So still plenty to play for with 15 laps to go, but man, it's just as exciting as we hoped for. Right, things just got a little bit more hectic a couple of minutes later after Marcus's wreck. I think Marcus is complaining about some back pain, so hopefully he's okay. So we've just switched into an open red. All the mules have come out with their toolboxes. The crews are out here. They're all making changes. So obviously cars that are out of the race can push back to the pits, get out of here. But there's plenty going on. This could really change the dynamic of the race. Right now, I kind of feel sorry for Ryan Newton because he was dominating this race, and now that the more experienced drivers behind him can make some changes, being an open red, he might not be as dominant. But either way, they've all got an equal opportunity to make changes to their car, and we'll see what happens when we go green again.
Driving you in the middle, do you think? I reckon. Because, yeah, then, like, if I go for a slide jump, the right rear is, like, the first jump holding. Like, I thought, when I threw one here, I thought I was fucking just going to plough into the catch fence. Because I got, like, to the middle of the track and it was just fucking running.
Marcus, say hey, I'm a little bit sore. You want to make sure you take things nice and slow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, due to exceptional circumstances, we will be declaring tonight's feature race for the Queensland Sprint Car Championship. We do not wish to rush anything here with Marcus and want to make sure he gets the utmost care here. We are past halfway in the race and we aren't sure how long it will take for the team to extract him from the car. So the race will be declared as we're past halfway, and your new Queensland Sprint Car champion will be Ryan Newton in the new Trend Homes Q66.
Well, that was a pretty disappointing way to finish the whole week, or I guess the season here at Toowoomba. But Marcus isn't well. Unfortunately, he hurt his back in there in the feature race. But that's part of racing. You know, I feel like, you know, sprint car racing, something probably needs to change with how many guys are getting hurt in race cars. But I'm so glad it got declared, because, you know, it's not right to go racing when someone's injured. But yeah, just a disappointing way to finish. We still got we had 15 laps to go for this 35 lap feature. It was a great feature race. Like, there was so much happening. Obviously, Ryan Newton got his first win here at Toowoomba. Such an awesome job by the teenager, considering he had such experienced guys behind him, like Luke Oldfield, Lachlan McHugh, the Australian champion, Jock Goodyear. So much happening throughout that race. I was only just saying to some people, I feel like there needs to be like maybe 2 laps run, and then we need to pause it and actually break down what's happened, because there's so much going on throughout a feature race. But yeah, all the cars have now pushed back to the pits. They had an open red there for a little while and realized that, you know, looking after Marcus is going to take a little bit longer. So that's a wrap for us here at Toowoomba for season 22-23. Had an awesome time. I love being part of this place. The fans have embraced us, the officials, the track crew, the drivers and the teams and all those, you know, the people on the crews, and just everyone here has really embraced both Matt and myself, and everyone at home watching our videos and our content has really been so supportive, and we just love being here. We love traveling around to racetracks. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. They're not always the most entertaining videos, but we just want to show what happened at the racetrack, and that's why we spend so much time, money and effort making this happen. And really just want to thank the people at Hi-Tec Oils Toowoomba Speedway, Ryan Harris, who runs the place, Jared Ash, who runs Clay View, and Sharon McHugh, who helps out and does such a massive amount of work to make it all happen. And obviously all the other people. There's so many people behind the scenes to make it all happen. It's honestly, it's just been such a breeze for us making it all happen, what we do, and we're only going to make it bigger and better moving forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you're going to enjoy, I'm sure, the next videos that we make. We'll see you then.